All right, Ms. Wilshire, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. I see that you're also charged with failure to come to duty and striking in an unattended vehicle as well. You're also facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine on that one as well. Okay.
On October 31st of 2024, officers received a call for service regarding an intoxicated female driving a white BMW that hit several vehicles on a public roadway. Upon arrival, officer made contact with the wheel witness, who advised that the defendant hit a Subaru on the 11700 block of Idlebrook in Harris County, Texas. Officers searched the license plate on the defendant's vehicle and it went to the registered owner's address. Upon arriving at the residence, officer observed a white BMW matching the description and noticed fresh damage on the front passenger side of the vehicle. Officer made contact with the defendant's wife, who stated the last person operating the motor vehicle was the defendant. Upon contact with the defendant, she admitted to hitting a vehicle. HGN was attempted, but the defendant was unable to follow simple directions and the officer was unable to get accurate results, and the defendant refused other SFSTs. DICs were read but refused and a blood warrant was signed and executed. Officers made contact with the complainant, the owner of the hit motor vehicle, whose back bumper has been scratched and detached from the car as a result of the collision. No prior criminal history, Judge, and eligible driver's license.
How do you know it was her that was driving?
The license plate matched the one with the.
Yeah, I understand. Do we have anyone that puts her in the car driving?
Yeah, the witness, Judge, they.
Actually sees it's her?
No, but the witness sees the license description of the vehicle, and when officers search the license plate, it went to their address.
I know it's her car, but
Yes.
do you have anyone that identifies her as a driver? Number one, they get her at the house. How do we know she's not consuming alcohol right when she gets to the house? She doesn't become DWI, or she's not drinking at the house. There's a lot of issues. Yeah.
You might give me a couple moments and we'll
Take your time.
look at that.
You want to come back a little bit later? You want like 10 minutes?
Even less, Judge. I'm just going to check the offense report and see what I got.
Yeah.
Five is okay. Thank you, Judge.
You've got A, you've got C, but you don't have B yet.
Yes,
you know?
Judge. No, we understand.
So I have several issues with this, Michael. First off, how do you prove it was her driving? Number one. Number two, how do we know she was DWI at the time she was driving and not she gets home and she just starts getting loaded?
Yes, Judge. I have answers to both of those questions for you.
Okay.
So the defendant driving the vehicle strikes somebody on the highway. I'll connect that later on. They find the license plate because the witnesses, I give them the license plate. They run it. The registered owner of the vehicle is the defendant. They go to her house. Her wife answers the door. Her wife states the defendant's the last person that drove the vehicle. Okay. The defendant was contacted. She admits to driving the vehicle and striking somebody on the highway.
Okay.
And she admits, I'm sorry. She first admits that she was driving and drinking, but she did not admit to striking somebody on the highway. Later on, when she gets to JPC, she admits, okay, I was drinking, but I didn't strike somebody on the highway. So she has multiple inconsistent statements. First, she says, yes, I struck somebody, but I wasn't drinking. Then she goes to JPC and then she says, right before they do the blood draw, because she declines the breath test and they say, okay, we're going to get a warrant. We're going to get your blood anyways and know your alcohol content. She says, okay, well, I was drinking, but I didn't strike somebody on the highway. And I wasn't driving.
Okay.
But the witness identifies.
The failure, right, to the FSGI.
Well, she admits to drinking, Judge, while driving.
That in and of itself is not sufficient. You know, at the time, we don't know. Does she have bloodshot eyes, slurred speech? Do we know? All we have is just one admission of drinking. That's it.
So one of the witnesses, Judge, that observed her strike the vehicle, because they did observe her in the vehicle after the strike before she left. She states in a voluntary statement, older white lady in BMW, acting crazy, rear ends a Subaru, got out of the car, slurring her speech, barefoot, stating she was
That's
trying
different.
to get home.
You give me any indication that she
Yes, Judge.
leads you
Yes, Judge.
just to believe that she's intoxicated, that you have objective facts That's something else.
The written statement in the offer and support, Judge, from a witness.
Counsel, did you want to state anything?
No, one Judge.
Did you want to say anything?
No, Judge, I mean, I just agree with you. I think it's hard, again, put her behind the vehicle. They say they have a witness. The witness never really ID'd her, gave her just kind of a description, but didn't really ID and say, the officer never brought her to the scene. That's the person or anything like that.
Two different admissions, though. That's how we connect that, right? And then my other concern was whether she was intoxicated, right? Because we have a disconnect there, but we have witnesses that see her in a certain way that will lead us to believe as to why. So, all right.
She's going to dispute that she admitted.
Sure.
Judge, but still, I understand.
This is just a mere probable cause hearing, right? Just to determine whether there's enough to go forward. It by no means does it mean that you're guilty, just enough to go forward. Is it enough to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? Perhaps not. Perhaps, I don't know. Evidence will point to whose side is correct, because I wasn't there. Mr. Carrabba wasn't there. Michael wasn't there. But evidence will lead us to believe. I mean, there should be videos, dash cam, videos of you on the night in question, and all that will tell us whose side is correct. It will take a while, but in the interim, don't consume alcohol. Don't use illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
Michael, do you see any prior DWIs?
Checking now, Judge.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your
Yes.
name? Okay. As long as you have both, you can continue to drive. But like I said, no alcohol, no illegal drugs.
She's got no criminal history, Judge, and her
Okay.
driver's license is currently eligible.
All right. So for now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, we will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with counsel, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. So don't pick up any new cases. Don't use. Stay in touch with counsel, and we're good. Give me questions. All right. We'll have you sign a wreath of Victoria. We'll have you get with pretrial, and then you're free to go after that.
Can I
Thank you,
may say
Judge.
one thing? I like your jacket.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
You are a licensed truck driver and have a CDL. You allegedly have alcohol in the car. You are held to a higher standard because you have a CDL. In fact, your breath tests are even lower than what a normal person is because of a CDL. And now you want me to just cut you some slack? Every person that comes in here, when they have alcohol in the car, I take away their ability to drive. Actions have consequences, and I understand that this is going to cost you big, but
Show me that you understand and that you appreciate the ability to drive, and then I'll reconsider. But I have a real problem considering even that you have a CDL. You have alcohol in the car, allegedly while you're driving. No, take a seat for me. Show me some time that he appreciates it and not this, oh, I feel better now. I'm like, oh no, proactivity.
am I supposed to feel bad? Until I truly know that you appreciate the fact that the awesome privilege it is to be able to drive. I'm sorry. Show me that you understand and that you appreciate the ability to drive, and then I'll reconsider. But I have a real problem considering even that you have a CDL, you have alcohol in the car allegedly while you're driving. No. Take a seat for me. Show me some time that he appreciates it and not this, oh, I feel better now. I'm like, no. Proactivity that he appreciates it. Come back and we can talk.
Yes, sir.
It's not a hard line, and I'm not, we're not out for blood forever. It's just, I want to know that he appreciates it. It's not going to be an issue ever again. And then,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Thank you, Judge.
for sure.
All right, Judge.
All right. Good morning. Are you familiar with what happened? Do you know anything about this case? First off, let me say, thank you for coming. I appreciate that you're here. He's charged with driving while intoxicated. He's facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We've done probable cause. I have found that probable cause exists. Do you want to hear it? Okay. Do you mind again, please?
Yes, Judge.
Thanks.
On October 21st of 2024, at about 11:23 PM, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's motor vehicle after observing it to be traveling 35 miles per hour in the center lane of a freeway in Harris County, Texas, failed to maintain a single lane of traffic upon exiting the freeway, and driving with expired registration. Upon contact, officers observed the defendant to be the driver of the vehicle. Officers observed a very strong odor of marijuana to be coming from the vehicle and saw a partially smoked marijuana joint on the center console. Officers observed the defendant to have red glossy eyes and dilated pupils. SFSTs were conducted, 0 out of 6 HGN, but officer believed the defendant to show a lack of convergence, which is indicative of cannabis usage. 5 out of 8 walk and turn, and 2 out of 4 one left stand. DICs were read and the defendant consented to breath and blood. The breath was 0.00 and blood was drawn. The defendant does not have a driver's license.
That's what's happened. No more marijuana. I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You're to come right back. If you fail to go take the test, if you fail to come back, I will revoke your bond. You do not have a Texas driver license. You are not allowed to drive. I am also making that a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Sir.
You are 17 years old. You have your life ahead of you. You are doing nothing at this point when you should be at a minimum in high school trying to get your degree. I am now also making that a condition of your bond. You are to get back into high school or get your GED. And I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to start that. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well. Do you understand, Mr. Cuellar?
Yes, sir.
He lives with you.
He actually does. He actually lives with me now, but he just got here like 2 weeks, like maybe a couple weeks ago. So he's been living with his grandparents out of Victoria.
Okay.
He's not even from there.
Is he behaving with you? Okay.
The whole point has been kind of like a problem with him living down there. So that's why I got him and try to get him.
Has he been having a lot of issues down there?
Not that I know of. I don't know of the issues down there. I'm just becoming aware. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of like connecting and trying to make everything right now.
This is not a good way to start through your life. You look high as hell right now, Mr. Cuellar. I mean, I want you to start work education, and I'm going to keep you extremely close to me. I'm going to make sure that you do not pick up any new cases, and the system is not going to fail you here. Do you understand? If I have to keep putting you in jail to make sure to get you to understand, we're going to do that. But you will leave here a success. You're not going to leave here worse off than you came. Do you understand? Okay. Would you like me to appoint him a lawyer? Okay, I'll appoint him a lawyer, but I'm going to send him for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, he's going to test positive for. And we'll have him come right back, and then I'll momentarily have him talk to a lawyer as well, and then we'll discuss the bond conditions as well. If you have any issues with him, just let me know, and then I'll take care of it for you. All you got to tell me is what's going on. He starts acting a fool, tell me, and I'll straighten everything out for you. Okay? Before you leave, I'll give you my card as well so that you can get in contact with us. All right? Okay. Mr. Cuellar, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. You've heard every other 17-year-old what I've said to them here.
Sir.
It applies to you as well. This system will not fail you, and we want to make you leave better than you came here. So you will be expected to fulfill conditions that we put on, and if you don't, we have one place for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The dope stops today. I will test you 40 days from today. Police, he just tested positive for marijuana or anything else? Cuellar.
Alcohol as well.
Now I'm putting a monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming alcohol.
I don't drink. I just took a shot for my friend's birthday.
Okay. No alcohol.
I don't even like drinking.
Okay. No alcohol. Do you understand? If I find that you're consuming alcohol, if I find that you're consuming illegal drugs, you smoke marijuana, I will put you in jail. I will test you 40 days from today. And I'm not going to take excuses that I was in a car, everybody else was smoking, I went to a party, I don't care. If you put yourself into that situation, only one thing's going to happen. Stay away from it, not while this case is over with. until this case is over with. I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you've done to either get back into high school or start working on your GED. That means enrollment. And I will give you a list of places here before you leave so you know where to go to start looking into, to start calling around to get your GED. If you fail to do that, it's not going to go well here. Do you understand?
Sir.
Look on the TV. That's John. He's been appointed to represent you. That is your lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, you start acting a fool in the free world, I will take the free world away from you in a second. All I want you to do is not act like a child. You act like a child, I'll put you over on my knee and I'll spank you like a child, but I'll do it with a ton of jail time. Do you understand? The day of you being a child is over. You are now an adult and you will be treated like an adult. If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. All I want you to do is leave better than you came here, and I'll do everything in my power to make it happen.
Sir.
Okay. Can you print me out that list for him, please?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. You'll meet with Fleischer for all your conditions, and then you're off on your way. We'll roll your court costs so you won't pay.
Judge, is
Yeah,
the
for
reset
now.
on the 22nd?
Say it again?
The reset 2 weeks on the 22nd?
Yes, no, 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Okay, that's,
How's December 2nd, just because that's a holiday?
December 2nd-ish.
December 2nd-ish is perfect. Second.
All right, it's yours.
Required for GED.
Required, yeah. You're going to get tested. Do you understand? Okay.
Mr. Diego, the courts is gonna give you some information with my office.
Hold on, John. He's talking to. Okay, go for it, John.
Diego, the courts should give you some information with my office number. When you leave court, call that number immediately.
Sir.
I'll get your information, or if the courts give it to me and I'll reach out to you. I just don't want you to have to say it, while we're talking on Zoom. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll talk to you soon then.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, John.
Good weekend.
So do you know who got land? John?
John Long got his.
Lamb, yeah. I wonder why I never approached on the bond.
Your lawyer came in here twice. You weren't here. It's okay. I'm not going to ding you on it. Okay. My main concern is I don't want you out in the middle of the night just doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. And when we spoke to your lawyer, from what it appeared is...
Counsel, did you file an attorney of record?
I did.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Anyway,
How are you? Come on up. So this is it Lauderdale?
Lily.
Oh,
Page 8.
right. Good morning, Mr. Lee. Racing on a highway, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On January 5th, 2025, the officer was conducting surveillance as part of a traffic crimes task force of motor vehicles racing westbound on Grand Parkway, and the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling in lane 2 and another vehicle in lane 1. The motor vehicle slowed down to approximately 30 miles per hour before launching at the same time in a competitive manner, accelerating to well over 110 to 125 miles per hour in an attempt to outpace each other. The motor vehicles raced 3 times, then pulled into a Buc-ee's. The officer observed the defendant, but was unable to locate the other motor vehicle involved in the race.
So then it says that also he picked up a felony evading. He was on bond for a felony evading and now he's picked up this case, a racing?
It looks like that's the case, Your Honor. He was on bond for the evading.
I'm taking away your privilege to drive. You are not allowed to drive, Mr. Lee. Do you understand? You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what is going on in your life. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. This is an affidavit that you're going to promise me that you're not going to drive. Do you understand? There's a burning building with 50 kids in it. I don't care. Do not drive. You mind filing those conditions as well, please? No driving.
No driving. Yes, Judge.
Have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Johnson. He will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you pick up another case, I'm going to revoke it. And if I find that you're a danger to the public, I'm going to make it sky high. I will do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand? You want the same day as the felony?
Sunday is only fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to have you sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And then after that, you'll be free to go. All right. Thanks, guys.
The felony's all the way in June 2nd.
Mr. Lee, 2026, Your Honor. That's
Is it set for trial or something?
No, he was on that's a placeholder setting because it was a PTI.
What's going to happen with that? Is he still in the PTI?
It was, from my understanding, I don't know. I think it was some conditions he had to do and he's almost done with it. So I think this is close. I don't know.
So is that, do you know whether they're going to keep him in that? Do they know about this?
I'm sure they know, but
Does the felony
I'm
court,
not attorney on that.
you're not the lawyer.
No, but
Okay. So let's just do this. Let's just do it right. We'll do a 30-day reset. And then I don't know what's going to happen upstairs. We'll see. You just keep us in the loop. Okay. All right. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Next.
Wow. All prosecutors are out next week, huh? All you guys are gone next week?
Except for me.
Ah.
Yeah. But we have, I can tell you the schedule to be sitting with me if you're so curious.
Who?
Okay, on Monday, Michael Hanover.
Okay. I know Michael.
On Tuesday, Whitney Raspberry.
Okay. She's been in here. I like her.
Wednesday, Amy Bolitino.
Okay.
Thursday, Scott Pope. And Friday, Stephen Harris.
I haven't seen Scott Pope in years. You ready? Come up, Mr. Waters. So here's the deal. So your lawyer came in here twice. You weren't here. It's okay. I'm not going to ding you on it. My main concern is I don't want you out in the middle of the night just doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. And when we spoke to your lawyer, from what it appeared is, are you on a bus at that time?
I got my new apartment. I got all my paper right here, and we relocated all the way in A-Leaf right now. So the bus, it takes a long time to come. It don't come at the time that it say it'll come. So, you know what I'm saying? Wherever I'm at, I'll be like, dang, I'll make it on.
Speak normally. Don't
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
have to really just
'cause
speak normally,
I'm just trying,
intelligently.
yes, sir. I'm just trying to show you, like, that I'm out here really trying. You know what I'm saying? I got my information.
No, you know what I'm saying? No,
I'm sorry.
just,
I'm sorry. But,
hey, speak eloquently.
yes.
It shows, Okay, so what are you doing now? You working?
I'm not technically working. I'm volunteering. I'm handing out flyers, and I get like $100 after that. It's like kind of like a volunteering thing.
Why not get a full-time job?
I know I've been applying. I still got some coming in. So that's gonna take me.
So I'm gonna hold on. No, don't worry. Look, I've got resources here to help you out. Do you have a cell phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a list of places how you can get a job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Get a job, get a skill, get a trade. That way you can develop something so you can move up in life and make a lot of money. That's what it's about. You get a trade, learn something so you move up in the world. not menial jobs handing out this because you go nowhere with this. Really. We're going to give you a sheet of paper. This is going to be a list of places that you can go to that can recruit you for work purposes. Okay. I just don't want you out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m, 1 a.m. We got to work down a way that where you're working, you still be home at a decent hour. So you're volunteering at this place? And where do you go and how long does it take for you to get home?
It's currently on North, it's like at a church.
Okay. And how long does it take to get home?
Even
Are you with Mr. Waters?
Even from like Wheeler Station Transit Center, where the 25 bus go to, that's an hour and 9 minutes away to come. So just imagine me taking a bus from wherever.
What time do you stop working?
What time do I start working? Whenever
Stop. What time do you stop working?
Like whenever we get all the flight, like it's like the maximum of 4 of us that's passing out in the neighborhood, in nice neighborhoods, and like when all the flyers are gone, because we got like 4 pages, so when all the flyers are gone, then that's when
Usually what time do you finish?
usually like around, let me say, 2, 3.
2, 3 what? In the afternoon?
4, like 4 in the afternoon.
Okay, so then you take the bus to go home.
I take the bus to go home, then I'll try to go do some, like look around and go apply for jobs and stuff like that.
What is the curfew that we have on him now?
10 p.m. to.
And this time here, he didn't get home till like 11:30, 11:45, right?
10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Judge.
Okay. I just don't want you out in the middle of the night. If you need more time, ask Jillian, we can give you more time, but you have to be cognizant, meaning that you have to understand that, actions have consequences. And if you're out there past curfew, it's not going to go well. If you need a little bit more time for work, I can give you a little bit more time. If you're out at midnight, 1, 2, it's not going to go well, Mr. Waters. Do you understand? Okay. So
Given some resources for employment opportunities and an upcoming job fair on the 14th.
this is a fair that you can go to get a job. When you go there, take a shower in the morning, brush your teeth, smell good, put on nice clothes. Perception is reality. If you look bad, no one's going to give you a job. But if you go there looking professional and you speak well, then you're better chances of getting a job. You need a trade, like maybe welding, something of this nature where you can move up in this world and make $15 to $20 an hour. That's what you should be looking for. We've given you the tools. It's a matter of whether you want to go do it. Okay? All right. So let's set it. What was the date that we were going to do?
I was just looking at that and I didn't see it. So I just, felonies on for 2-4.
Okay, we'll set it for the same day as the felony. Okay. This is your opportunity to get a job. Use it. All right, we'll have you sign a reset, put you on the same day for the felony so they don't have to keep coming and going. All right. All right. Come on, Mr. Waters. Thank you, Mr. Waters. Yeah, I guess go to 10:30. Yeah. You speak English, sir?
Yes, sir.
Come on up.
I'm still waiting for my work.
Do you know if they're going to be here?
Yes, I will.
Did they know, what time? If you want to wait, we can wait a little bit. I'm fine with that. Yeah, just let them take a seat. We'll come back, please. Ms. Benedict, you were charged with assault causing bodily injury. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On January 2nd, 2025, the officer made contact with the complainant, a Walmart asset protection employee, who stated he was contacted by other staff members about the defendant attempting to enter the employee-only section of the store. The complainant confronted the defendant, and the defendant presented manifestly under the influence of an intoxicant, and the defendant was asked to leave. The defendant refused and the complainant blocked the defendant's entry into the employees only section. And the defendant then punched the complainant 4 times in the chest with a closed fist, causing pain.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am? Where was this?
It was at a Walmart, Your Honor.
Okay, you are not allowed to go to any Walmarts. Do you understand that is also a condition of your bond? If you violate any of these conditions, you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and are you employed at this time?
No, I have a job interview tomorrow.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. I already have an application on file. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center Reset. I'm going to have you get with Fleischer for your bond conventions. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer. Okay? Please.
Judge, no contact with the complainant is right this way.
Please. And no weapons.
Yes, Judge.
Is it bourgeois? Ferris? Bourgeois. Come on up, ma'am. Was that right? Bourgeois?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 2nd, 2025, officers were dispatched to a trespasser call at a McDonald's in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, the manager of the McDonald's, stated the defendant had been asked to leave several times before and refused to do so. The complainant stated she and her staff observed the defendant in the parking lot checking car door handles, and the defendant stated to the officer that she had not asked her to leave the location and that she had not done anything wrong. That's what the defendant stated, but
Okay.
yeah.
So
The complainant stated she had been asked to leave, and the defendant stated she was not. But the defendant did say to the officers that she was asked to leave several times, and she refused to do so
at this McDonald's.
at the McDonald's stop.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do not go back to this McDonald's, please. I'm making that a condition of your bond. Do not pick up any new cases. You were able to get out because we gave you a free bond. If you pick up a new case, you violate conditions. I'm going to revoke the bond. I'm going to make it high. If you don't have anyone to make that bond, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there. So consider this when you're out there. Please don't pick up any new cases. Be nice.
Sean,
Tell me, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I don't.
Okay. Would you like us to appoint you a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I need you to fill out an application for me, Ms. Bourgeois, and then I'll take a look, and assuming you qualify, I'll provide you a lawyer today, okay? Do you mind, Deputy Brown, giving her an application, please? All right. I'm gonna have you, we'll give you an application, we'll have you sign a reset, and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. So can you file those conditions?
Returning to McDonald's?
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
That particular,
McDonald's? Yes, Judge.
do you have an arraignment? Okay. I'm trying to get through the arraignments first, so. Is this Trey Carter?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carter, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 2nd, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling at the 700 block of South Battleground Road, and the officer ran the vehicle's license plate, and the registration was expired as of 2021. A traffic stop was initiated, and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver, and sole occupant of the vehicle. The officer smelled a strong odor of marijuana, and the officer could see marijuana debris laying on the center console. The defendant admitted that he does smoke marijuana, but that he did not smoke that day. The defendant advised he was in possession of a firearm inside the vehicle center armrest container directly to the right of the defendant, and the defendant does not have a license to carry. A PC search was conducted, and the officer found the handgun inside the center armrest container and a full blunt that contained a green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training experience. The weight of the marijuana was 0.28 ounces.
Mr. Carter, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Did you run his license? See if he has a valid Texas driver.
All right, Your Honor.
Please.
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance in addition to a valid Texas driver license. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond now. Just be careful. Do not pick up any new cases. If you do, you become a danger to my community. I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? Do you tell me, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Sorry?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application because I need you to fill one out. And assuming that you qualify, I'll provide you a lawyer today. Okay, please.
Judge, was that stage bond conditions?
No conditions. Yeah, no conditions. Good morning, Mr. Green. Are you chewing gum? Please spit it out. Is it, hey, guys, is there a trash can over there? She's not smacking. Mr. Green, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 4th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling on the 8600 block of Colon Boulevard, and the officer began to approach the defendant's vehicle and observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from that specific vehicle. The officer observed the defendant to make a westbound maneuver onto Belfort Street, and the defendant failed to use a right signal to make a turn onto another street. The traffic stop was then initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle, and the officer asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant was then detained. The officer asked the defendant if he had recently hotboxed the vehicle, and the defendant stated he had earlier in the day. The defendant stated he had marijuana in a backpack lying on the passenger seat, and the defendant stated he had a rifle and pistol magazine. The officer observed a semi-automatic AR pistol lying on the passenger seat adjacent to the backpack with marijuana inside. The backpack had a bunch of Ziploc baggies containing marijuana, and the weight of the marijuana was 13.05 grams.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license, please?
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir? How old are you?
23.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application to see whether you qualify, and then if you do, then we'll provide you a lawyer today. Do not pick up any new cases. Don't violate the law. If I find that you do, I'm going to put you in jail. You understand me? All right, come on.